evening, OWLS family. Hoot, hoot. It finally let me get along. Good evening to everyone also who comes and watches the replay. Bless you and thank you so much. Good evening, Xander. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Yeah, I could use a nap. Let me tell you, I could definitely use one. Good evening, Sister Tammy. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. I figured you'd like that lime balm. I need to get me some growing. Good evening, Charita. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Oh, I'm caught up. Yep, I'm looking forward to seeing what this project is that he's a making or that he has made. Doing good, just really tired. Really tired. Good evening, Perlio. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Junior's doing good. He's over sitting in his chair. It's fried okra. That's fine as long as you eat it. That's all that matters. Good evening, Deborah. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Okay, Tammy. Go get the magic eye. Go find the magic eyes. But yep, doing good. I'm so thankful for Lyle yesterday for coming by, swooping me and Junior up and getting me away from here for a while. I needed a break badly. Y'all gonna hear noise because for some odd reason my mouse is wanting to act up. But yep, we went, had fun, picked a whole bunch of blackberries. I made a very bad mistake of not spraying myself down, so I either got ate up by mosquitoes or chiggers. Chiggers, I'm doing better. It was a rough night last night, got a little bit of sleep. I won't make that mistake again. Not used to chiggers being in the blackberry bushes. I'm used to them up there being in the grass. Learning experience. But it was good to get away from here. A lot of people do not understand why I'm so upset. I'm all for selective forestry, selective cutting, not just going in and wiping everything off, making it look like a destroyed moonscape bomb going off. Oh, I'll let you slide this time, Alexander. Phone calls. Ugh. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But yep, I learned my lesson. But I ended up using uh, almost a whole bottle of 91% rubbing alcohol. Then I went on and grabbed some of the cat's ear oil. That worked very well. It's okay. I'm joking with you, Xander. But yep, as for just a few little itches here and there, I'm fine. Listen, learn, let me tell you. Hey, just don't pull too much because I am stove up today. Man, I was in and under and around and bending like I shouldn't have been. But man, those blackberries, I ended up, the video will come out tomorrow. That blackberry jam is so good, y'all. Oh Lord, no, that just about killed me. That would just about kill me. Yeah, and these were actually big wild blackberries. Well, big for wild blackberries. And it's only the first harvest of them. Those berry bushes are loaded, but I also know to just soak myself down with bug dope. So, yep, they're not getting me a second time around. Good evening, Terminator. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? See, up there, I never got chiggers from being around blackberry bushes. Only time I got chiggers was tall grass around a lake when I was fishing. Oh, nice. Yep, don't have no wild raspberries down here. And then I was just tickled to death. I actually found some pine trees, young ones, uh, after we picked blackberries that actually still had growing tips on them. So some of them were a little longer than I like, but I'm working on a batch of pine tip syrup. That recipe will be out Saturday. But we've had so much rain. This is going to be a massive blackberry harvest this year for wild blackberries, and they're bigger than they usually are. But didn't see no snakes, no wild animals, except on the way there, there was a rabbit that jumped out and ran beside the truck. That didn't startle me. What startled me was the great big hen turkey that would come running out of the grass right in front of the truck. And I startled Junior. I think I startled Lyle too, because I screamed out, "It!" You 4 letter word. Last 2 letters are it, so you know what I'm saying. I go, "It! A turkey!" Scared the daylights out of me, but it flew on off down the creek. Yeah, here's the bad part. Old growth forest. They always plant back non-native pine trees here. Fast money crop. Oh, tarragon? Yes, I've heard of tarragon. Yes. Be careful. Be careful about that. Double check and triple check, because usually tarragon does not grow wild that I know of. Good evening, Ladybug Silv. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? I heard back from Carol. Heard back from Carol a while ago. I didn't get to answer the text, but she's doing okay. She just needed a break from YouTube. And she's going to try to get online tonight. A lot of family stuff, and she just needed a break from everything, which I can understand that very much. But yeah, double check on that Terminator because usually tarragon that I know of does not grow wild. And most of the time, I don't think it would survive Canadian weather. But it is, it grows in France, but some parts of France stays warm. Good evening, Gloria, darling. Welcome in the chat, and it is a joy to have you here, darling. Hello, Amy. How are you doing, darling? Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. But personally, I'll tell you, the Mexican mint marigold is a lot better to me than regular tarragon. It's so easy to grow. But I'm just not a tarragon person because I just don't like that licorice flavor. Okay, Kim, darling, you have fun at that auction. Almost jealous. I haven't been to an auction in so long. Is it the same as regular tarragon or does it have a little bit different taste? Like I said, I'm just not a tarragon person. But I'm looking forward to getting this pine tip syrup finished tonight. And for all those who have been wanting to know what pines you can use, there's a handful of them that can be used, and some of them are toxic. You have to be very careful and know what pines you are harvesting. Of course, the best one we don't have here is white pine or eastern white pine. But in the pine tip syrup video, in the description box, I will go into detail and give a listing of pines you can use and pines you cannot use. There were some I was like going, oh my God, there's some that cattle cannot have. It'll cause cattle to miscarry and stuff. It can cause humans to miscarry too. Now, lemon balm's different. I wouldn't think about using lemon balm in it. You trying to go to sleep, Amy? That's going to be a very, very relaxing pot of spaghetti sauce. Oregano, garlic, of course, a little bit of basil, rosemary if you like it. A little, if you want to spice it up a little bit, red pepper flakes is good. If you don't like spicy, don't go overboard, just a little. Uh, many things, many things. Spruce makes amazing syrup. Can As long as you use the new fresh grown tips. Just be careful, harvest responsibly, just a few, because you gotta remember when you pop that tip off, that means that's all that branch is going to grow that year. Yes, you do, Tammy. Knock them out. Knock the old man out. Y'all got to remember, lemon balm is a nerve vine. evening, short girl. Welcome in the chat. Hoot hoot. How are you been doing? Bet you the lemon balm would be good on fish and pork, any like pork loin, pork chops too. Of course, there's if you do it right, lemon pepper chicken. You can just knock them out all the time, Amy. Now, I'm not promoting knocking people out, but there's just some that just needs it. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. True, Xander, true. Yeah, I love lemon basil. Yes, lime basil is real good too. Yep. Here, honey, I made you special spaghetti. I hope you enjoy it. I thought of you when I made this pot of spaghetti. It's full of love, honey, full of love. Nothing but love. Yeah, may cause snoring. Sometimes the sound of snoring is better than the sound of the voices. It might, Virgo has to do not so much, it's an inner ear problem. Oh, quit. Y'all just ignore the little doodle doodle thing. It might help with that if your vertigo is brought on by sinuses, but a lot of times vertigo is messed up eardrums or inner ears. But yeah, it does sound like a song, don't it? But you gotta be careful with goldenrod. You don't want to dry your sinuses out so much that you cause other problems. Well, to keep them from getting immune to it, you just, make that special pot or something once a week. But vertigo can also be brought on by high blood pressure. It could be brought on by certain medications. There, like I said, bad inner ears. There, you might be dehydrated, and the fluid in your inner ears is out of balance. There's a lot of things that goes into vertigo. Oh, believe me too. Now. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against logging. I am for selective cutting and non-destructive ways of doing it. I've seen it done before. People can do it, but this is just whack and chop to death back here. Yep, sinus related. Yep. See, my problem is, and I don't talk about it a lot. A lot of people call it hooey. A lot of people don't believe in it, and you just really don't talk a lot about it. The problem is when sometimes being an empath sucks. Good evening, Monica. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? But yeah, being an empath really sucks. Listen, I know. I don't let it bother me, but because most of the time I've trained myself, I can cut it off and on. Cut it off and on. Yesterday, there was no amount of trying my best to cut that off. Could not. And when you hear the trees screaming, no, I'm not crazy. When you hear the trees screaming and you hear this low vibrating cry from the land, because, oh my God, y'all, that's the woods where I, you know, take y'all on nature walks since we moved here. Yeah, but it sucks. And by the time Lyle got here yesterday, I had such a massive roaring headache. Yep, you feel it. Yes, you feel it. Because I could feel every time one of the big trees, because y'all, there were some old ancient trees in these woods back here. And every time one hit the ground, I could hear it, and then my heart would skip. And yeah, but I don't talk about it because most people want to either make fun of you, call you crazy, but everyone is born with a gift. Everyone has a gift in some shape or form. Now, a lot of people lose their gifts once they go past childhood, but some don't, and it can be a pain, y'all. Thankfully, today has not been too bad because everything yesterday was right here, right behind the house. And no matter how I tried to block it, I could hear everything. I could feel the trees falling. It's hard. It really pulls on you. I know it's somebody else's property. I had somebody tell me. I went in the description to them, and I think they unsubscribed. I'm not sure. Uh, if it's not your property, why worry about it? It affects everybody. It affects everybody because the topsoil is going to wash away. That's going to go into the creeks, and the creeks are going to be polluted. Then you got all the hydraulic oil and all the other crap. And then there's wildlife habitat just gone, just smeared. This is going to be hundreds of acres, if I remember right. I forgot how many acres Lau said it was going to be. All of that, all the wildlife habitat's gone. Now, unfortunately, if we have storms come up from the south, we have no wind. We've got what little bit of trees is on our property. There's no wind. There's not going to be any more wind block to slow them storms down. Plus, the air is, there's not going to be all the trees there to keep the air clean. And with the cooling effect of the trees, yeah, we're going to get a whole lot hotter here. It's a lot of people don't see the bigger picture. Yep, trees, bunnies, and all. Good evening, Seahorse Dreams. Hoot hoot, how are you doing? And welcome in the chat. Hoot hoot. Yep, dollar signs. And like I said, I'm not against selective cutting. I'm not against going in. And I know a lot of people don't do it anymore. I miss the mule teams where they'd pull the logs out with mules and stuff. You can cut a road in and do selective cutting, but they're just going down just willy-nilly, just, yeah, it's just all going to be gone. And I wanted to say, Ladybug Silv, I haven't answered your comment yet. Yes, I know I tell everybody plant as much as you can, but I also advocate, I don't say it as much, of saving seeds like no tomorrow, saving seeds from as much as you possibly can. But yes, I'm a firm believer in going out rescuing seeds and everything. Yep. I'm talking about growing as much as you can to fill your pantries, because I'm telling you, crap's hitting the fan big time now. But also remember, always in that garden, as the season starts to slow down, let things go to seed, let things mature. Okay, Terminator, you have a great night, darling, and we will see you Monday night. But yeah, I'm if I wasn't a seed saver, I wouldn't have over 2 great, well, I'm working almost on 3 tubs of seeds put back. No, I'm a firm believer in saving seeds. But yeah, another worry of mine is, but they started on cutting right here behind our place first and working back. I'm hoping the snakes go the opposite direction and don't come my way, because people's got to realize too that wildlife has to go somewhere. Because everywhere they had to hide before is gone. They're going to be looking for new places to live. Good evening, Monica. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. I'm not sure if I missed you a while ago. But no, I'm a firm believer in leaving vegetables in the garden later on in the season and letting them completely mature so you can save seeds. You have to restock your seeds, even though you're building up, but you still have to rotate those seeds and make sure they stay fresh and good. Now I know for a fact, now my castor bean seeds that I planted, I forgot to do a video for y'all. I know they're 4 years or older. Guess what? Germinating beautifully. But another thing is, I'm trying to teach people how to be a good steward of the land. We're in charge of this, and we're supposed to leave it in better shape than what we found it in. This is ungodly. Yep, I love when I see volunteer plants come up. Except sometimes I wonder when it's a Hopi red dye amaranth, but still it's a good plant to have. But that's why I also teach harvest responsibly. Don't just go in and wipe everything out. Take enough and go on to another place. Good evening, Grandma Teresa. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? That's just like the pine needle tips. I was only getting, depending on the size of the tree, 2 or 3 off of each tree. If it was a baby, I only got 1. Because Also, I try to get the pine tips off the lower branches because as the tree grows up, those branches are going to die anyway. It's just responsibility. I'm doing pretty good, Grandma Teresa. Thank you, darling. But what people have to realize, I'm not a left leaning lunatic. The main thing is I have Native American heritage. The ancestors didn't even do this crap. And if people aren't taught right, just imagine what's going to keep happening. But we have to, select harvest. You know, there has to be lumber, there has to be toilet paper, paper towels, stuff like that. I understand that. But don't continue to chop, whack, and hack down the old growth forest and put back non native pine trees. That's not how it's supposed to go. Good evening, Alan. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? That's okay. Welcome into chat, D. How are you doing? Hoot, hoot. Nope, they're just clearing the land. Just clear cutting everything. No, we it'd be very interesting trying to build houses back on it because we're in the ridges. But no, thankfully no, they're just clearing the land. They probably need money, is what it is. I wish it was. Well, right now we're cool. We were up to 94 today. It's 85 outside. I'm hoping like heck that they're not going to because, oh Lord, no. But we're so far out in the country, I don't think they'd try to. Good evening, Susan. Welcome into chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? And to answer your comment, yes, they're clear cutting where I went. Took all of y'all back there foraging and the creek and everything. Yeah. Oh man, D, that sounds good. I'm gonna finally get a tiller working and get that garden going. That's what I'm hoping to finally someday get my tiller going so I can get in that garden. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. Junior's doing okay. Get your feet up, baby. Your feet's swollen. Lay back for a little bit. But doing pretty good. I'm having, as they start moving further back, I can start videoing again outside. We're doing good. Thank you, Sander. Welcome into chat. Hoot, hoot. Junior's doing good. Like I said, thanks to Lyle, we got away from here for a little while yesterday, and it was a nice escape. helped me get rid of the headache and everything. And came back home with, oh my God, enough blackberries to do a big batch of jam. And I'm hoping to make a shrub video. See, I'll have to check on the last shrub I make to see how I can change this shrub up. But it's going to be based on blackberries, so that's not going to change. Sandra says, hi, Junior. He waves back. Good evening, Mr. Motivator. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot. How are you doing? Yes, shrubs are delicious. I gotta send you I gotta send you an email, Sandra. Uh I saw a show based down there where you're at. Junior was watching TV and I happened to hear the town. I'm like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. I know an owl that lives there. But yet, the different ways you can make shrubs, the sky's the limit, y'all. The sky is the limit. I know Lyle was saying something, and he showed me his, if I remember right, because there's so many different little native wild plums. I think he said it was a Chickasaw plum. Man, let me tell you, that plum tree is loaded, y'all, loaded. Well, since Sandra's here, I was waiting on Nancy to get here so I could. She asked me about another plant, the yellow. Uh, I was going to follow up on the yellow stone crop that Sandra was blessed me with. Um, it's extremely good for skin and wound care. Sorry, I had to take notes, y'all. It does soothe minor skin irritations and is a natural antiseptic. Now, if you take the leaves, macerate them a little, which means pulverize them up, they do get rid of corns and boils. Now, you have to take, you have to pay attention because a lot of times people use these and haven't used them before. There is a chance if you're allergic to the plant, you will get skin irritations and blisters. Not everyone, but if you're allergic to it. So you have to be very careful when using it. So, yes, Sandra, you have a medicinal plant, very medicinal. As long as you're not allergic to it. And of course, that went into more description of other things, but I wanted to hit on the most important parts. And it's also, I forgot, also, I don't think I said, it's also good for burns, as long as you're not allergic to it. Y'all done went quiet on me. But yeah, I love making shrubs. They are so good. The hardest part is making them last for long. Um, okay, I was wondering. I'm like going, did I lose connection? Did you see me looking? I'm looking at the bottom of my screen. I know we're supposed to get some more storms tonight, but that's thankfully that's going to come rolling through after live stream. Uh-oh. I was figuring you was fixing to say your eyes were getting heavy and getting sleepy. Because remember, you can also absorb it through the skin as well, so you have to be careful about that. Now, they ain't digging nothing up. They're just rolling through, tearing everything up. But yes, that's where I went foraging for the mushrooms, my massive Uzania harvesting area, and yes, the creek is back there. Good evening, Nancy. Welcome into chat. Who, how are you doing? You be careful in them storms. Now, Tammy, you can't be passing out on us in live stream now. Tammy will get all mellow on us. Oh, Nancy, I looked up that plant that you asked me about last Thursday, the clustered bellflower. Now, it was used in some folklore remedies, but there's not enough information for my likes on it. And another thing is you got to be careful because it's a fairly good sized family, and 3/4 of them are very toxic. Um, and there wasn't enough info for me to research to back up any healing benefits from it. And plus, it being toxic makes me worry too. Okay, short girl, you have a great evening, a better weekend ahead, and hopefully we'll see you Monday evening. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to start doing some crock pot meals. You're welcome, Nancy. Yeah, relaxed is a good thing. Oh, that sounds good. I have no clue what we're having for dinner tonight. I might make us a small pot of uh I've got some noodles, some canned chicken, home canned chicken, because I don't know what's got into Junior. He don't like to eat rice anymore, and I'm like, oh crap, that's one of the things I love to eat. Um, so I was going to do venison and gravy over rice, but Mr. Man won't eat rice hardly anymore. So I don't know. I might make some homemade like ramen soup. No, not the packaged ramen. Kim popped in eating chili at the auction. But yeah, there wasn't enough there wasn't a whole lot of folklore medicinal information on it either. But it makes me leery when they say it was some of this, but then it's toxic, and then they tell you use it for your eyeballs, and I'm like going, my God, if it's toxic, somebody's going to lose their sight. So yeah, yep. You know it's bad when an Italian is reduced down to eating mac and cheese again. Lord, that's an abomination. I don't know. I might make those last two boxes. This one macaroni and cheese is amazing. It's some kind of generic. We got it in a um, food bank box. I had to think there for a minute, and it tastes like the macaroni and cheese from when I was a kid. Because I'm telling you, Kraft macaroni and cheese now is just nasty, absolutely mushy and disgusting. No matter how you cook it. And I might mix some mixed vegetables in that, throw some chicken in it. How's that sound? That sound good to you? Okay. Hoot hoot! Welcome in the chat, October Opal, darling. How are you doing? Yep, me too. But there ain't nothing I can do about it. I would like to, educate people on select cutting, doing it responsibly, not just coming in whacking everything down, taking down all the old growth forest and stuff. I'm just half scared because my skyline back behind the property just is not the same anymore, and it's just heartbreaking. I don't even really want to see. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they actually planted back oaks, or hickories, American chestnuts, something that's native. Do what's right. But now I know for a fact it's going to be non-native, fast-growing pine trees. That's all they plant back. No, they're not. They're just clear cutting to make money. Clear cutting to make money. Now here they do. It's a vicious cycle. They go in, cut down all the old growth, and put non-native, fast-growing pines. So in 15 years or so, they harvest again. Yep, I know that's probably how Junior feels. 'Cause I have to drag him around everywhere I go. I can't go anywhere without him. It's just that people need to be educated that there's more than because with the clear cutting, they go in, they strip all the big trees, and the trees big enough for lumber, and all the little ones that haven't even had a chance to grow, they go to the chipper and they just wood chip them. So it's just and all back there is like wetland, and I was watching them machines dig in, and I'm like going, "Oh God, the ground will never be the same again." But I'm trying not to think about that. I think they're done work for today. Well, most of my food here, Xander, you could eat easily. But yeah, there's no telling wildlife wise what all's been lost back there. Good evening, Marcus. Welcome in the chat. Matt and Cindy, welcome in the chat. Yep, Lord the bugs, yes. Well, I had to tell you, I planted it last week. Already have germination. I have not gone outside much today except to focus on taking care of the fur babies and the chicks. It's been rough, Opal. It's been really, really rough. Yeah, I've been watching y'all storms over in Texas. I feel sorry for y'all. They are just hammering the daylights out of Texas. Not normal storms. Our chicks are doing fine. They're just getting more spry. I'll stick my arm in there to check the water and the food, and they all take off running and think it's a hurdle. And I have to wait till they all get done jumping back and forth over my arm. They just get great joy out of it. See, I told y'all she was coming in the chat. But yeah, the chickie babies are doing great. So far, I've got quite a bit of I think I got most of well, I can't really say because I haven't looked today. But the Freedman okra was, two of them had germinated yesterday. Good evening, Anna. Welcome in the chat. Hoot, hoot, how are you doing? But yeah, Opal, it's been really rough on me. Really rough. Carol, Ladybug, next time, shoot me a text and, give me a warning because I was trying to calm the owls down. I was worried. Yeah, Opal been missing the jokes. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be Wild Blackberry Jam video. Saturday. Saturday is going to be the pine tip syrup video. Now, for those who have all been asking me questions about what pine you can use and what you cannot use, Saturday, read the description box in that video down below. It'll have the little word more. Click on that. The description box will drop down. I will have a listing of safe pines and toxic pines. Okay, Tammy, no problem. Yep, we sure do. Oh, in other words, you had too many irons in the fire, huh? Hey, y'all, breathing treatment time. Let me get Xander a line. There you go, Xander. Okay, the one that I had to use is hold on, loblolly. I almost said the wrong one. Loblolly pine. You cannot use shortleaf pine. Uh, um, crap. Ponderosa pine is toxic. Shortleaf pine, I've heard conflicting issues on that one, but it's supposed to be toxic. You cannot use yew. Uh, there's several. Uh oh, your line's trying to disappear. Now, of course, the best is white pine, but I do not have any white pine unless I plant it myself. Yeah, I know it. There you go. Hold on, I'm gonna have to. Good evening, Mudman. Welcome in the chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? Yeah, cause and you cannot use loblolly pine. No, I'm wrong. Lodgepole. You cannot use lodgepole pine. It's poisonous. Hold on. There you go, Alexander. There's a better view of your line. And shortleaf pine. I don't. If I remember right, you can't use shortleaf pine. Most of the time, you can figure out what pine tree you have by each little bract has a certain amount of needles that come out of it. And then you go by that, and then the next step is, Lord, you got to figure out what kind of pine cone it has. Ha ha ha! Like that one, Carol. She ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. She'll let us know which comes first. Oh, God, Junior had to think about that one for a minute. Hold on, let me see if I can make Xander really happy. Oh, come on now. There you go, Xander. You got two of them. Oh, I know it, Anna. Believe me, I know it. It gets old after a while. It really does. They can't just make it easy on us. And then there's one, the short needle pine. Now, it can have three needles or it can have two needles. I'm like, going, why can't this tree make up its mind? Have one or the other. But that's all part of foraging and studying. I'm just lucky that the ones that I found was loblolly, because the other one that's planted around here too is toxic. So, yep. Like I worry about politically correct. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Anna. There you go, Carol. You are family, darling. How have you been, Mudman? Hey, Opal, you been getting any of those storms that's been rolling through, or you been being missed? Yep, I don't doubt it. We've been in uh, severe storm risk for 2 days. Haven't seen anything, but later tonight there's a chance for I told you, Carol, they were missing you. But yeah, I cannot tell you how happy. Nope, the creek's back there, unfortunately. Oh, Lord. You ready for a joke? Hold on. I used to play the piano by ear, but now I use my hands. Oh, you got face palm, and he just laid back. He just laid back. But yeah, the creek is on back behind. I'm hoping they don't destroy it. But there was a lot of plants I was going to go back to rescue. I should have went back and got those wild blueberries I found back there. They're probably gone now. And those wild azaleas I had found. Several hundred, if I remember right. Lau had told me, I can't remember. Yep, we've been busy. We've been busy. Yep, I know it, Gloria. It's nothing new. It's nothing new for this area. When we went and harvested, and I done a poke salad video, that was a cutover. That was a cutover, and all they planted back was fast growing non native pine trees. No, we went off drove way up the road because I told Lyle I needed to get away from here. Uh, I told him, I said, I've got to get away from here. I need some silence. And we went way back where no houses were and stuff. We went off roading a couple of times. Good evening, Red. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Broody hens. Yeah, I had to have a serious break from here because by the time he got here, I had a massive migraine, and I don't get headaches. Because they pretty much back here behind our property, they've set up the chipper and the trimmer for the trees, and they just keep dragging them right back behind the house. Well, they're clear cutting behind the property, Carol. It's a whole lot worse situation. I would have to check on that one, Mudman. Some of them are not edible. It all depends. It all depends on the tree. But there's no escaping the massive log trucks, the the massive cutter, the grappler. I don't know specific terms for all that, but a lot of the pine that they plant back, um, if it's short leaf pine, it's poison. It's toxic. If it's loblolly pine, it's not toxic. Um, if it's ponderosa pine, it's toxic. Yeah, it's a long list. I'll be doing a pine tip syrup video Saturday. I'll be posting it Saturday. If you read the description box below the video, I will have a listing of toxic pines and ones you can use. Of course, the best pine that you can use is white pine, but I don't have any of that growing around me. Yeah, lots of critters being displaced. And then another thing with all the destruction and everything, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for snakes coming this way, wild hogs, could be possibility of a bear or a panther or lots of things. Yeah, it's a heat storm because we got so hot today. But they started cutting right along our property line and started working backwards. So possibility the snakes and everything will get pushed the other way, but it doesn't mean that when they stop for the day that they won't come back through. Um, Lyle built that cage where, yeah, they can't get in it. and it's so high up. But believe me, I check on them chicks regularly throughout the night. Yeah, it's double wired, so it yeah. It not only has chicken wire, but it also has what's that metal mesh, real thick metal mesh wire. My thing is I got to be careful, keep an eye out, keep more of an eye out for snakes. And of course, it being disturbed land, the wild hogs are liable to move in even more. Yeah, hardwire. Yeah, and it has a solid bottom, so they can't get through the bottom. Cats ain't even thought twice about it. They ain't even bothered it. My cats are weird. They just want their cat chow. That's all. Oh, that's not good. That is so not good. Yep, I'm a firm believer that any animals you have, they are like your children. They should be made to mind. Nope, they don't even like chasing rats or mice either. They just want their cat chow and to lay around. Now, once in a while, somebody will bring me a dead bull or a dead mole. Last time there was one bird killed, a cardinal, but it was three male cardinals that would not stay off the porch eating their cat food. And I told them, you got bird food out there, eat it. You're going to get hurt coming up here. And, well, somebody got one. Now, it could be one of the feral cats that had come up. But I gave everybody a very long, stern talking to that you don't kill my birds. Spooky's doing fine. I think Spooky's done killed two of my pepper plants. Poof, I am back. Yep. Spooky, for some odd reason, thinks it's great to play in my grow bags. And I noticed two of my kimchi peppers have croaked. One of them disappeared completely. The bag is still there. Yep, I just means I got to get a squirt bottle. Yep, definitely got to make sure he gets some molasses in them and some apple cider vinegar. Now, Spooky just likes to run around and play like crazy. Spooky's finally coming up to me and loving on me and letting me pick it up. Eventually, I will get it tamed enough. It's not wild, but yeah, it don't hiss. It purrs like crazy. It just don't like to be held for long. I gotta finally get a hold of it for a little while and find out if it's a he or she. But yep, I caught it. I forget, it was either the asparagus video or the ochre video. You heard me get on to Spooky. It was just having itself a blast in my lemon tree pot. But those chicks, they are so comical. I cannot say how much I love them. But yeah, they think it's fun now when I'm trying to check their, clean out their water and stuff. They think my arm is a hurdle and they have to run back and forth from one end of the cage to the other and jump over my arm. It gets, it's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Man, they're just as funny also as hens when they're growing up because I'm telling you, it's comical. You ready for another joke? How much does it cost Santa to park his sleigh? Nothing. It's on the house. He actually laughed, shook his head, and laid back. Yes, they are like kids. Yes, they are, Opal. Well, to be honest, Ladybug Seal, I'm going to be honest with you. I absolutely cannot stand the taste of stevia. I have tried it many different ways. I used to grow it. It has a like battery acid, artificial sweetener taste to it for me. So we do not use stevia at all. I have tried to drink other things that had it in it. Same reaction. It tastes like a diet drink. So I have not made liquid stevia. But I've grown it. I've dried it. I've tried to make simple syrup with it. Oh, Lord, it was horrible. I think stevia is kind of like cilantro. Either you like it or you don't. It is to me a very acquired taste, and well, my taste buds ain't having it. I've got to finally break down, get into what's supposed to be the craft room, herb rooms, yada yada, and try the bag of monk fruit powder I have. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but I'm leery about it because I'm worried it's going to taste like stevia. Yep, cha cha cha. Now I'm gonna try to post a walkabout video on the herb on what I have growing so far. It's sad, but slowly but surely. But I have tried to like stevia. It's not happening. It's just not. And I've had so many people tell me, "Oh, it's delicious and wonderful," and I'm like going, "Mm-hmm, sure it is." Good evening, Angel. Welcome in the chat. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? So you like the monk fruit? I'm gonna finally try it because I got it. I got it on clearance. It's a bag of organic monk fruit powder. I've been wanting to try it, but it's like I said, it's an acquired taste. Yep, give me Domino cane sugar. I'm happy. Only one left that's not GMO. Yep, you got to give him a hug from me for his birthday and tell him I said happy birthday and many more to come. And he needs to stay out of the sun for a while if he possibly can, because you have to. It takes a long time to get over a heat stroke or sunstroke. Yep, it's nothing to play with, and that's why since we've been in the 90s, my tail don't go out that front door except for long enough to check on the animals, make sure that they're all okay. So I can't take any risk because I got to take care of Junior. Are you having fun? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. I was just asking. Uh oh. Are you having symptoms of irritable owl syndrome? Got him. Got him. I know I get them that way all the time, Red. I don't doubt it, Kim. I don't doubt it. People go losing their minds, I'm telling y'all. Oh, Mr. Junior? Yeah, he's feisty as can be. He just ran off and left me yesterday. We go out the door and I'm locking it. I turned because he was standing behind me. Next thing I know, he's in Lyle's truck. He just ran off and left me. Yeah, oh, Junior's a handful. Y'all just don't know it. He sits over here on Mondays acting all innocent like. Don't look at me in that tone of voice. He's over here trying not to bust out laughing. You know I'm telling the truth. Oh, he's giving me the eyes. Like that's going to scare me. Oh, I'm scared. All I need is a wet spaghetti noodle. I can beat the daylights out of them with it. Oh, I love that one. That's great. Red found a small box sign at a thrift store. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? He buzzed out laughing. Yes, it is a blessing, definitely. It's a miracle he's sitting there. But no, I haven't lost connection. It could be the tube acting up. They're getting good at that too. But I'm telling y'all be careful. Keep your eyes open with all these protests breaking out. People's lost their minds, and I know there's someone behind them with this causing it. There'll never be, and I hate to say it, there'll never be peace in the Middle East. You know why? They love to fight too much. They love to fight. They love to kill one another, and they have forgotten what the old teachings are. Yeah, they will never be at peace, and it's sad. That land is so ungodly bloody. Yeah, and that's being, I guarantee you, it's backed by Soros or his son. I guarantee you, LA is backed by him. Think about it. People come over here illegally and they're going to fly their flag over here. Well, if they love that flag so much, go back to the homeland. Don't be burning the American flag over here. I'm just waiting for the Marines to roll through. It should stop. Ain't that to tell it? That truth, mud man. But yeah, they've been fighting since they were killing and fighting one another before Jesus came along. They don't know what peace is. They don't desire it enough. It's all a power hungry trip, and there's a lot of evil that roams freely over there. They'll never get along. They'll never be at peace because none of them want peace. They haven't had a taste of what peace is and don't know what it is. And they're born and raised and taught to fight, to kill one another and hate. But until they desire and thirst for peace, nothing will change. Nothing will change. You can bribe them, you can dangle the carrot, all of that. What I'm keeping an eye on is all these nutcases over here protesting. And I'm just praying our men and women don't get dragged over the Middle East. We don't have any business over there. None whatsoever. What needs to happen is everybody needs to just absolutely cut off buying any oil from over there and see what happens. Yep, they're supposed to be Tampa, supposed to be Atlanta, and so on. This is getting ridiculous. If they actually tried to come over here legally, it'd be fine. When you come over here and wave your country's flag instead of the one that you're in, no, that's not how it happens. What? Waving your hand? I thought you needed something. Well, hi. God, he actually waved at me. But yep, keep your eyes. Y'all be careful if you're around those areas. Yep, because this is getting insane. I've been watching a lot of the elder people of Spanish descent, who came through the right way, done it legally. It's been interesting what they have to say. They're disgusted. They really are disgusted. And they've been telling them it's time to stop it. If you want to go back, if you love that country so much, go back. Yes, they do. Well, just imagine. That's just like a lot of the people who, one man I watched who went into detail. Oh my God, my heart broke for him. He came from Africa. It cost him over $30,000 paying, the fees. You got to pay the fees, filling the paperwork out, making sure that you're squeaky clean, you don't get in trouble and everything. Yeah, and I can understand absolutely why he's upset because blood, sweat, and tears to get here, doing everything, crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's, doing it legally. And he flat out said, I cannot tell you how thankful I am to be here. And he broke down and literally said, I had no future for me nor my family back in my homeland. I'm an American now. And it's this just, it's all getting insane. And like I said, y'all better get ready. 2030's rolling up on us. And they're doing all this to keep us occupied with that and not paying attention to what's going on in the background. Apparently, they've ramped up again the killing of cattle. I got to find out something. They went after a farmer in Tennessee for farming. Yep, they're attacking all the farmers and everything. There's a lot of stuff going on in the background while this crap's going on. Yep, signs in the sky. Yep. Storms. Way more ungodly stronger than they should be. Never in my life have I ever heard of hailstones as big as somebody's head. That's a death sentence, y'all. That's a death sentence if it hits somebody. I probably can't, Ladybug, because they're clear cutting everything. And it's those giant, massive, like caterpillar um, construction machines that they're using back there. The ones that's got the massive, giant tires and everything. Yep. I am all for people coming into the country as long as they do it legal. Yeah, the lightning's worse. The rain's more heavy. We're getting rains like you get when a hurricane comes through. And I have a Sunday I try to do a nature video of some kind. The chicks, storms coming through. Me and Junior actually getting to go somewhere, which we haven't been anywhere, out to go videoing in a while. Um, I didn't notice when I was filming this last storm that rolled through that we had a tree blew over, but it fell down the power line, so I didn't hit the power line, but fell down where they haven't cut yet. Thank you, Ladybug Sil. Baby, ready for a joke? Singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. He busted out on that one. You got a face palm. Yeah, I'm dying laughing on that one. Yeah, I'm so dying laughing on that one. This goes to prove people don't know their history. The Spaniards that came here, the brutal, evil, murderous, rapist Spaniards. No, I have no love for the conquistadors and them. I have no love for them. We have lost so many. All right, dropping that one. They came over, raped, murdered, conquered Native American tribes, took California and crammed down their religion down their throats and killed Native Americans if they spoke anything or tried to be Native American anymore. They were converted slaves, is what they were. Now, even though America's not any better and done pretty much the same thing, they legally bought all that territory from Spain. The border was made. It's not their land. None. Mexico's not their land. Go home. Go back to Spain, where you come from. I'm so tired of it. I am so tired of the stupid crazy. People don't know history because they won't quit just learning what's taught brainwashed to you in school. I am a history major. Old history, not new crap. I care less about the new crap. Old history. People would be surprised if they truly sat down and searched and learned the true history. That's why I have no respect for DeSoto. Evil, vile, disgusting man. Ponce de Leon, or however you pronounce it. Evil, disgusting man. All those monks and friars and had, yeah, if people really knew what really truly happened on this land, yeah, If they want their land back, go back to Spain. Go find your relatives. Yep, we're live. But yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, y'all. I got mad. I'm gonna have a breathing treatment. Ah, there you go. Two really good lines, Xander. Yep, the first wave of slaves in America was Eastern Coast Native Americans that the Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch would grab them if they were on the beach and ship them down to um, Puerto Rico and South America and all that to work the sugar plantations. Yeah, there was 8 waves of slavery in this country. Now, granted, the Americans were not innocent. Some tribes did do slavery. A lot of times they were adopted into the tribe or traded back. That's just like a lot of people don't realize. Scalping. That was taught to the Native Americans. They never done it. That was taught to the Native Americans by French and English. Okay, it's almost a little too late to do Three Sisters gardening, but you can possibly get away with it. You make your mound. You plant your corn around the top part of the mound. Wait till your corn's about a foot tall. Once it's a foot tall and going good, now you need to really fertilize this mound really good. Once your corn is a foot tall at least, then you plant around it the pole beans. And once those pole beans are starting to grow up into the corn, then along the bottom is when the winter squash, the pumpkins, and so on was planted. That way it kept the weeds out and kept the ground cool. Yes, Three Sisters is a Native American uh, gardening technique. Yes, three complement each other because the beans pull nitrogen and put nitrogen in the soil, which the corn and the winter squash eat eat the nitrogen. Shoot, we've still got Native American tribes that are not recognized as American citizens. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. More than happy to. We've got Navajo, Hopi, and quite a few more, even native tribes on the East Coast. who are still not recognized as American citizens. Amy, you're so wrong. Yeah, you have to. Corn is heavy feeders, but that's also why when the Native Americans made each mound, gardening mound, not the bigger mounds, but the gardening mounds, they put several dead fish in the mound to feed everything. Yeah, dill's great to plant. The only thing is, now I can't remember which caterpillar it is. You have to, if you plant dill, you need to plant at least two or three different patches because I think it's either the swallowtail or one of them. Its caterpillar eats the daylights out of the dill. But that's also why I plant bronze fennel to feed, to attract the caterpillars to eat it as well. Yep, dill also keeps them away from the cabbage. I always cringe when I see the white cabbage moths flying around. See, I got, thanks to Lyle, I got two 5-gallon buckets out here brewing. Thank God the stink's about gone of fish emulsion. Yeah, swallowtail. I knew it was one of them, but I usually grow the and a lot of times if you do it right, it'll be a perennial. Um, I grow the bronze fennel, which I'm still trying to get that planted uh, for the swallowtail and several other butterfly caterpillars that eat it. But yeah, right now it's too hot for us for to be growing cabbage. It'll the green patch is done and over with. I need to chop and drop it, but I wanna look for see if it made any turnips. It got too hot too fast for the green patch. But there's a lot of things you can grow to keep critters off your other plants. I don't know. I've known people that ate bronze fennel. You can dry the seeds and the fronds. Now I had a friend that their bronze fennel did make bulbs, so I don't know on that one. But yeah, hopefully either Lyle will get his tiller going, or I'll get eventually get money to get my tiller going, and because these poor transplants are ready to go in the garden, and I'm ready for them to go in the garden. I've been trying to plant a bunch more of my herb seeds, but a lot of them are the kind of seeds that has to have light germination. And these storms, if you notice, these storms are set up so people can't get in the fields and stuff. Nope, I have the Dyna trap to kill the mosquitoes. Munstead. Munstead is the one that grows in our area. Now, it might end up being an annual, but yeah, Munstead. But you need to grow, don't put it in the ground, put it in a pot, grow it in a pot, and don't let it get soggy. It does not like wet feet at all. And your best bet is to grow the Munstead lavender in a pot by itself, because it likes to be a little bit on the dry side, but it does not like to be soggy whatsoever, because it will croak on you in a heartbeat. But usually I don't try to harvest my bronze fennel at all. I just let the caterpillars have it. Hey, you're making them sugar cookies, huh? Them lavender cookies, they are so addictive. Basically, for me, I don't like fennel. I don't like anything licorice flavors at all. I grow fennel for the caterpillars, so they can grow into butterflies, and that's why I grow fennel. And I do that and raise beds away from the garden to keep the carnivorous caterpillars away from the garden. It's good. Fennel's good if you like the flavor first. It's good for upset stomach, heartburn, and so on. But ugh, I just don't like it. See, you would love it. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have never liked licorice. Junior loves it, though. So he's a willing participant then. You're not supposed to give all your secrets away, Amy. You must have missed the lavender cookie video, Carol. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. But I just can't get past the taste. I have tried. That's just like me. I absolutely love horehound. Most people cannot stand horehound to save their life. And horehound cough drops. Oh, I love those things. I made lavender cookies months ago. I can't remember when, but I made those months ago, and I'm telling you, they are addictive. They are so good and soft. And it makes the recipe that I posted, the video I posted, makes soft sugar cookies, which I love. I don't like them things. It's like trying to gnaw on concrete. I do not like hard sugar cookies. Nope, I don't. And they are really good with either coffee or herbal tea if you want to dip the cookie in your herbal tea. It's wonderful. Oh my gracious, I would love to have those duck eggs. I'd be cutting, starting up the incubator again. I figured there was. Don't tell me what's in the cart. I just didn't get around because we hit 94, 95 today. I can't completely remember. I know I looked and it said 94. I'm going, nope. I got to walk out to the mailbox. I got to take my little stroll to the mailbox before it gets too dark. But yeah, another heartbreaking part of back here. I didn't get to video it the other night, but started finally having an owl on the regular that come back behind the house singing, and well, where it was singing is not there anymore. No problem, Nancy, no problem. I bet you'd be good to powder up and make add it to your lemon pepper salt. But I figured one of the seeds was horehound, Tammy. I had that already figured that one out. But don't tell me no more. I like secrets. I like surprises. I've still got to do a video and open the packages that Seahorse Dreams um, sent sent us. And yesterday was just nothing was happening here yesterday. And like I said earlier in live stream, it sucks being an empath most of the time. It really does. Hey, baby, baby, what did one wall say to the other wall? I'll meet you in the corner. It finally hit him. It finally hit him. He just shook his head and laughed. Yep, a lot of people were missing the jokes, especially Opal. All of us have been missing them. Portobello's. Portobello's, and they are so good, stuffed and baked, or you could fry them, and they are for vegan. For vegans, they are meat substitute. Love the big portobello's. I love the baby ones too. What I like to take is cooked spinach or chopped spinach. Could be frozen. You can either use canned or frozen. Strain it really good. Reserve the juice. Mix in cooked rice. I like Parmesan cheese in it. You can also use cheddar, uh, Mix that all in there. Of course, season it really good. An egg or two, depending on how big of the batch of stuffing you're making, and really good breadcrumbs. Mix that all together. Add back some of your spinach juice until it's real good. Take the stems out, chop the stems up, mix them in with the stuffing as well. Stuff your shrooms, sprinkle Parmesan, real Parmesan cheese on top. Bake them in the oven until the mushroom is soft. They are so good. Me and Junior love stuffed mushrooms. But yep, I got a hi cursor. I don't know what you're doing. But yeah, stuffed mushrooms are so good. Bake about 350 degrees. I usually do a baking like a casserole pan. Make sure there's enough room in there. Now they'll shrink a little bit, and I usually put just a little bit of chicken stock or chicken bone stock in the pan. Not much, but just enough to cover the bottom fairly good. And yeah, come and feed me. Yep, I'm kind of feeling that way too. Cause Lord, I don't know what. Like I said, I think I'm gonna make us. I'd make chicken and rice with vegetables, but Junior won't eat the rice anymore. I still got to make a bread recipe. Yeah, yeah, you need to. They were all after me, asking me if I'd heard from you. I'm like going, nope, I have no idea what Carol is. Oh God, oh Tammy, oh you ready for this one, baby? You ready for this one? A Tammy joke. Everyone else been Carol. Let's see. I figured out what is going on with my brain. On the left side, nothing is right, and on the right side, nothing is left. On the left side of the brain, nothing is right. On the right side of the brain, nothing is left. That took him a while. He had to think about that one. Oh no. Why do cows wear bells? Oh, I'm waiting on this one. Uh, yeah, we're getting low. Um, butt wipes or wipes and diapers. Why do cows wear bells? Because the horns don't work. He's shaking his head, laughing on that one. Oh, that was a good one, Amy. I had one. I had one, but poof, it went away. It went away. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to start writing stuff down. But yep, the stockpile I did get to do has diminished fairly well. I have to call the attorney back tomorrow to see if they've heard anything. This is just getting ridiculous. I'm trying to remember that joke. I've just been under so much stress. I'm gonna have to start making me post-it notes. Now the next one we gotta find out Funny Farm. How's Funny Farm doing? What's going on? Um, there's a bunch of them on the list. I need to just post a list. We're checking on y'all. We are worried. And just post up a list of everybody I could possibly remember. Yes, the brain joke. Yes, because I'm worried about Karen Red Hawk. Funny Farm. We don't hear from Butch anymore. Uh, Cheryl and Evelyn and a bunch of other ones. Yeah, it is red. It has been massively. Yep. That's why I haven't been doing any gift blessing videos. I just have not been able to focus on doing seahorse streams, gift blessing yet, because Lord, there's so much going on. Oh, Jenny Mac, she knows. She's commented on a couple of videos. Y'all gotta remember that poor woman when she comes into live stream. We're 6 hours behind her time. When we go on at 6 here, it's midnight. Oh, it's midnight over there. That poor thing, she was stressing herself out trying to come in the live stream. Yeah, Bounty's good. Bounty's good. She's just really busy. It's cabbing a time. Uh, what happens? They also have to irrigate their fields and stuff because things are weird in Canada. They flood the canals, and she has to irrigate the fields and the garden and stuff. Yeah, I miss Farrell extremely a lot. I do. Yeah, poor guy. He comes in, tells us hello, and he's got to go to bed because he's like 6 hours ahead of us. That and he watches the replay, and I am so thankful for him. But I understand, Lord, I'm not going to try to make nobody stay up when they're like 6 hours ahead of us. And we have a few who, and Lord, I can't even remember how messed up the time is. We have a few in Australia and we have a few in New Zealand. One New Zealander pops in once in a while when they can. And God, I have no idea how bad off the time is for them. Yeah, believe me, I miss Sparrow a whole lot. And I try to every time I do a video. If you look at the items for sale underneath the videos, there's one T-shirt, and she asked for that one to be made for her, for me to design one for Born Feral. That shirt was her idea. Stone Man comes in when they can. I understand. Yep. So most people are going to work, so I understand they can't be in live stream. But a lot of them watch the replay, and that's why I'm thankful for them. Jenny Mack can always feel bad. I can't ever remember the Irish man, and it makes me feel bad. Uh, he watches replay, but usually when he gets time, he comes in, jumps in, tells everybody hi and good night. We got Australians, we got New Zealanders. Uh, I think we got a couple of Koreans. We have some India. We have Japan. We've got a couple from Africa. We've got quite a few. Stephen, yep, Stephen, yep. I know that for a while we had some from Poland. Um, there were some from Germany, uh, Norway, bunch of them. But you also got to remember things have been going bat crazy over in Europe. I worry about them. I worry about Jenny Mack over there in England. Yep, that's how you can remember it. Yep. But we have Scottish, we have people from Scotland, Ireland, England. I know there for a while we had some from France. We've got quite a few. We got a lot of all kinds of owls. Owls are swooping everywhere. But a lot of them I worry about because of all this crap going on. Yep, I'm worldwide. The owl family is global. We need some people. I think we have some. I can't remember. And a lot of times I don't remember where people are from, and I apologize, but I've got so much on me, stress wise, it's not funny. But yep, we've even got quite a few up in Canada. We need some snow owls. Yep, yep, lots of videos. But yep, still being throttled by the tubes. And it's aggravating. It truly is. Because I watch people who don't teach anybody anything, and they have over 200,000 subscribers. It's really aggravating. Yep, Jennifer is in Canada. Um, Terminator's in Canada. Oh Lord, oh Lord, what's her name? Lord, I feel so bad. I tell y'all, I'm stressed. Um, oh, she does the sewing. She does the sewing, and they're both contractors. What is her name, Lord? Oh, what is her name? Oh, I feel so bad. Yeah, it's a setup. It really is. Because I should be making way more than, $5 for every 1,000 likes. I should be making way more than $5 for every 1,000 likes. Well, she was just in live stream on, when was it, Monday or last Thursday? She comes in when she can. She's really busy. Um, Brampton Gardner. I knew I'd remember her eventually. Lord, me and Junior need a vacation. It's not so much, there's nothing left. It's just so much crammed in there. And then when the stress kicks in, there's no relief from the stress. It's just, stress and worry, stress and worry. Yep, she is. Yeah, she's in Canada. But yeah, Brampton's in Canada. We've got several more. Boudreaux's wife. Crap. Boudreaux's wife. They're in Can. They're both in Canada. Him and his wife's in Canada. Um, Lord, I can't remember her name. But yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot, y'all. No, Brampton's in Canada. If I remember right, she was raised in Vancouver, Canada. But that might be just where her parents live now. But yeah, Brampton's in Canada. Yep. No, the one in Maine is Hippie Chick. I can't. They'll knock me out, Amy. I have to. I have to be full throttle every single day to keep an eye and take care of Junior. I could not do any catmint or lemon balm, or I can't even do white willow. Can't do um, wild lettuce. I can't do anything because I have to stay focused at all times because there's always a possibility that I have to hurry get Junior to the car and get to driving. So yep, I can't take anything to relax with. Only time if and when I take a nap is if Junior's taking a nap too. And most of the time I can't take a nap because I've got too much stuff I got to get done. So yep. All right, y'all. Sorry, breathing treatment again. I'm trying, Xander. It's not wanting to work. Barely, barely. There you go. See, I have to be careful. He can't. A lot of herbs he can't have because one, his body doesn't even acknowledge they exist, and two, with his medication, I have to be careful with giving him any herb that might drop his blood pressure. And yeah, I have to walk a very fine line with Junior. Good. I was hoping you and Sandra uh, exchanged emails. I was hoping so. I'm a trying Alexander. All my fabric I used to have got left up at the house. I would have had you all kinds of little flowers to look at, but a lot of stuff got left. Important stuff. But oh well. Eventually I'll get some calico fabric. Oh God. Why do hummingbirds hum? Because they don't know the words. He just busted out laughing on that one and face palmed. Yep. Well, eventually there will be. I've done decided because we can't build anything. We can't afford to even go anywhere. Eventually, there's going to be a cabin of many names. It's going to be a small one. But yeah, I have to be careful using those words because they say if I use them words, I'll get sued. So, yeah. It'll be old ways, so it'll be cabin of many names because I want it to look like a little mini cabin. Lowell will be the one building it. Oh God. Oh God, Carol. How do you make a waterbed bounce? Add spring water. He's laughing, shaking his head, and face palming all at the same time. That spring water's good. You really want to see the destruction? Yep, yep. Because they own it. Yep, because they own it. Yep. So I try not to talk about that. They tried to force me to take down all the videos that were made in there, and I told them to kiss something. Not very politely, but I told them to kiss something and several other words. I figured I'm going to make a video once it's all done and over with. Because I'm just trying not to walk out back behind the house. Oh, it was more graphic than that. Xander, way more graphic. But yeah, so I think I'll change it to Cabin of Many Names. But yeah, once they're done and over with it all, because I try not to go back there and look. I try to block off hearing any of it. Oh, I know it, Alexander. It's not going to be the same, Opal, because all the old growth trees are going to be gone. All the oaks, all the sweet gums, so many different trees, so many different oaks back there. At one point, if they plant back nothing but pine trees, which they usually do, it'll be so thick I can't walk back there safely. Here they do plant back, but it's non-native pine trees. Yeah. Yes. Yes, they never plant back hardwood. Never. Because the pine trees that they plant back are fast growing non natives that will be ready to cut back down in 15 to 20 years. Yep, that was my main place for getting the ooznia. Now, once they're done, I probably go back because I know they're going to just leave the tops dropped and go back there and see what I can find off the tops. But yeah, all the mushrooms I used to harvest, all the ooznia, yeah, it's going to be gone. Yeah, there was black walnuts back there. There was hickory trees back there. Yeah, a lot of. Then there was several native. Now we do have native pines here that were massive. They're gone. Unfortunately, I've heard most of all the big trees hit the ground. Yep, I have, Amy. I posted. I think I posted the link. There's big cracks starting to form in the middle of the Mississippi River too. Oh, there was oaks back there that were 200 years old or better. I'm hoping they'll be left alone, but I doubt it. They're even cutting the little ones, all the little trees too, and just chipping them. Yep. Even though I can't stand tree rats, I have to admit they are the forest planters, but they'll be smothered out by the fast growing pine trees. the hardwood trees won't have a chance to make it because they'll be all the sunlight will be filtered out for them. They won't be able to start trying to grow until the pine trees get tall enough so some sunlight will come in. But by the time they come in to get the cut the next crop of pine, it's going it's going to kill all the hardwoods. I think I posted it in I either done it on MeWe or I done it on in the comment, not comment, in the community like tab, the post tab. Yep, Yellowstone's waking up. There's several, there's been quite a few earthquakes over in East Tennessee. Yep, for either lumber or wood chips to make plywood with. Everybody's seeing dollar signs. But the new manager's been picking up activity for a while. And I hate to say it, she's way past due. New manager's way past due. But most people don't realize. Everybody's worried about Yellowstone and everything. There's a volcano way worse than Yellowstone could think about being. Way bigger than Yellowstone is, and that's all up Maine, all the new northeast coast up into Canada, out to Michigan and everything. Amy, you're so wrong. You're so wrong for that comment. But I know what you mean. I feel that too. I'm telling you, going picking blackberries and the pine tips kicked my tail yesterday. But yeah, there's a lot of things coming alive. People not paying attention. A lot of people don't know there's actually active lava and stuff in the Appalachian Mountains. Yep, there is, Nancy. Just barely, Jay. I was just about to head out. I know you've been busy, darling. There is lava in the mountains. I'm sorry to tell you, Porlio, there is. But welcome into chat, Jay. Hoot hoot. How are you doing? And while I've got you here, yes, Junior could definitely use apple mint plants. I've been meaning to answer your comment, and I apologize. Miss you too, darling. But listen, I understand. I do. That's okay, Pearlio. Spend time with your family. Even though we're family too, blood family. Yep, Lake Tahoe, yep. A lot of people don't realize up in the northeast coast, around Maine, New Hampshire, all in there, how do you think all them big rocks got there? It wasn't from no ice flow or nothing. No, massive volcano, massive. That's fine, Jay. That's perfectly fine whenever you can, darling. Junior done perked up and is looking at me because I said apple milk. He perked up again. But yeah, Appalachian Mountain's been shaking and rocking too. But no, those supposed to be dormant volcanoes that's actually active inside but not coming out is between East and North Carolina and South Carolina, all through there. But yeah, Appalachian Mountains is the oldest mountain range here in America and used to be extremely active. They're just sleeping for now. Yeah, keyword is yet. Keyword is yet. There's a lot of people don't study history. They sure don't study geology. They don't pay attention to weather. I'm all that. I'm all of that. Have always been that way since a little kid. She's been commenting, letting me know. All the plants are doing fine. Those were fine when they arrived. The box got the daylights and beat out of them. You know, they're rooting and everything. Now the poor plants Tammy tried to send me. One, two, three, three are alive. Three are alive and doing good. Two deader in the doornail. Another one's dead as could be. Which irks me. When you pay priority mail, it should get there. Yep, 11 days. Those poor plants stayed in the box. And Tammy, you should get your package tomorrow. But yep, I know we got a raffle coming up. I got to do uh, blessing gifts, but I got to email Seahorse Dreams first. See, that's ridiculous. There ain't no excuse in that. Well, it should be there tomorrow. We're hoping. We'll say tomorrow, Saturday, somewhere in there. Be careful when you open it. That's all I'm saying. And yes, I wrapped the daylights out of it. There's no telling, Opal, no telling. That's okay, Xander, darling. You head on out. I'm fixing to also because I know Junior's hungry and I'm starving. Junior eats way more than I do. What kind of dog tells time? A watchdog. He just laid back. He just laid back. And hopefully you can find something decent to eat in there, Xander. Raid the freezer if you have to. There's bound to be something in that house. Oh, and Sandra, I got to send you an email too. Lord, I've got to sit down, but as soon as I fix me and Junior something to eat, then I got to finish up this video tonight. There's bound to be something safe in that freezer, a steak or something. Everyone, I have enjoyed myself so much. I was trying to catch up on that comment. I've enjoyed myself so much tonight. I know we haven't talked a whole lot about herbs. I did get some in um, talking about what I mean. Still got a lot more to discuss, plant. Before long, it'll be harvesting. I've got to get out there on a cooler day and get to harvesting black-eyed Susans. Uh, Stronger than echinacea. I'll go into more detail about that one. Just got to watch out for the flowers. Make sure they don't have any seeds in them. If they have seeds, you got to snip the flowers off. All right, everyone, y'all take care. Know that y'all each are loved and appreciated more than you know. Y'all keep your eyes on the crazy stuff going on and beyond that. There's been a lot of stuff going down in the farming community. They're being actively attacked. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Everyone, stay safe, stay sound. Have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend ahead, and may you each be blessed. Mwah! Hoot, hoot. Love y'all. I'll see you Monday.